Welcome to another hardcore push workout. After maxing out on so many dip variations, it's time to display our strength. Show what's possible with conjugate calisthenics. And as you can see, my strength and size has been perfectly maintained, while at the same time, getting shredded. Not quite competition level, but I'm close enough. If I lose another 5 pounds, which I definitely will do because now we're unpeeling the final layers, you're going to see a physique that rivals that of last year's. But this time, I'm carrying more muscle. So check out this new PR. 5 plates for 2 reps at only 159 pounds. Look at the striations. Look at the chest separation, the delts, the veins. And check out that grind. I knew I had to hit a double. So I'm really happy with this PR, but the heavy weights don't stop. After a top single, I recommend stripping off 1 plate and doing an AMRAP, which in this case, you'll be in the perfect rep range. I got 4 plates for 6 reps, which means that if I were to do another set, I'd probably get at most 5 reps, which would still fall into the hypertrophy rep range, but we're also getting really strong. So it's the perfect zone, and I found that it's actually more stable than high repetition. So here with the 3 plate set, the longer it lasts, first of all, fatigue will kick in, and the plates can swing just a little bit, particularly when you're trying to grind under the burn. So there's more risk of form breakdown, and I don't think this is any safer than going heavier. It's more so how you're doing them. Like I can get snapped up doing high rep bodyweight dips, given the increased risk of overuse and how I could be bouncing all over the place. There is a tendency to do that when the weight is lighter. So you can see I hit failure here. Couldn't even lock out my elbows, and that's it. My triceps and pecs were absolutely ruined, but it also hits the shoulders, so much in fact that your next vertical push will be significantly weaker. So here I'm hitting some deficit handstand push-ups. Feels good to finally be able to do these again. It's a hard exercise because you need to have the strength to overhead press your body weight. And because I'm using some stall mats, it increases range of motion in the bottom. So the hands can get low, just like I'm lifting a barbell. So I'm not getting a lot of reps here because I'm slowing down the tempo and pausing in the lengthened position. So you can see getting up is very easy. I prefer chest facing the wall. It's more stable, and probably my biggest weakness is balance. I don't know what it is, but I always fall over if I try doing it the other way around, and I feel like I'm gonna break my neck. With this style, there's no problems. And it's also how many of the silver era bodybuilders did their handstand push-ups. So if you just wanna get massive shoulders, you don't care about the skill of being an acrobat, and copy my form. I honestly believe it's #1 for hypertrophy, and it's easy to get down. And then we hit a mini rest pause set, wider grip, getting some low reps in. That's it, the shoulders are cooked. By the way, I highly recommend wearing socks when you do this. This way, your feet can smoothly glide up the wall. If you do it barefoot or with shoes, the friction might be a problem. And also feel free to adjust the stall mat height accordingly. If extended range of motion is too difficult, then just do it off the floor. The deficit is if you can already bang out at least 10 reps. Next, we hit the chest crusher, my favorite squeezing exercise for the pecs. Now, if you're training at a gym, just use the pec deck. Don't worry. You can still follow my workouts, making some exercise substitutions. This is just how I'm training, but muscularly, it's basically the same thing, except I would argue that for this, you're getting more strength benefits, the ability to bend bars, horseshoes, all that good stuff. And it maintains the ability to strain on heavy compounds because it's not truly an isolation lift. Like your biceps and triceps are involved. So you're squeezing your pecs hard in the center, but you're really grinding from the start to finish. So it's not purely a shortened lift, in my opinion. Like this is a heavy, short, industrial spring. So you can see I'm already pumped up. Now we're hitting some sideways extensions. Check out that long head. Now you may notice I'm not starting with pushdowns for the simple reason that sideways extensions are super easy on the elbows. They can naturally extend out, which is what they've always wanted to do. So you're doing a squeeze-based extension that's biomechanically sound. Now again, I must point out, if you're at a gym, you can do this with cables. You don't have to copy my workouts one-to-one. Look at the theme. That is called the katana extension. But before katana extensions, 100 plus years ago, this was a common variation for building that sweep. And here, I got the Super Springs by Robert Baraban, which are 3.5 times stronger than normal. And I believe it also gives you a bit more tension in the starting position. So I'm hitting sets of 5 to 6 without any discomfort. That's how you know this is a gym. It has infinite loading potential and can be trained with low or high reps. And to finalize this workout, we are hitting 1 arm optimal pushdowns. I could have skipped this because my triceps were truly wrecked from all the presses and even the extensions. Heck, even if I would have skipped the extensions, just those heavy ass dips did a number on me. So my work capacity is taking a hit. Like, it's very tempting to even do one set on some of these isolations, but I won't do that. Instead, I may just incorporate an arm day, because my focus by this part of the workout is not there, and I find myself using easier variations, which are either squeeze based or in general less systemically taxing. Here I'm doing one arm pushdowns with 30 pounds. It's nothing, but I am lined up perfectly, so I'm hitting that long head. I'm trained to failure, and there's a lot of fatigue by this point. But the pump was phenomenal. I still gave it my best effort. This complements your overloading work and is superior to triceps kickbacks. So there's not much to say. A push down is a push down. Here you don't need to use dual cables, so that's wonderful for home gym guys, or if that station is taken up. You can just go to your regular push down station, get to work, alternate sides. You could even say it's better to do unilateral work like this at the end. Well, and make sure you always start with the weaker arm, and for advanced lifters, you could even take 30 to 60 seconds of rest between sides, but I never do that. So that's the workout again. Similar template to the other sessions leading up to this point, so if you want to see those, check out the playlist section on my channel. You will see the Road to Shredded series. You can watch them at your own pace from start to finish. Everything is documented. Stay tuned for more training, although I will not bombard you with everything that I've been doing. I don't want this to become too repetitive. But on Instagram, you'll definitely see more updates, and I plan on maintaining a shredded physique.